What's going on, family? What's going on? Rich rising, rich rising, rich rising. Rich rising, rich rising. What's going on, family? Rich rising, rich rising. Been up since about 4, just studying. I got hot as hell on this balcony. But yeah, y'all, just studying. But the shit never stops. Civil procedures. How to approach an application. It's up, y'all, man. They really tell us how to do everything, man. When I just sit back and actually see just read it, and I just see when I first started this shit and where I'm at with it now, like how I look at things, like damn, it's not even that long ago. That's why I tell folks, y'all, you gotta look at things from like 2 years from now, like a year from now. Imagine studying for a whole year. Imagine studying for a whole year, just studying. Not sending nothing off, just studying. Just reading everything. All right, just studying. And then you look up a year. Man, the type of growth that you go from being a beginner studier, from being a more experienced studier, man, those kind of growths, man, you can't buy those type of growths. Well, shit, yeah, 6 months, hell, even 6 months, 3 months. All I just know is when I first started, my first time I laid eyes on consumer law, just laws, period, that shit went over my head. But now it's like, now I look at shit, man, I know what it's talking about, I know who they talking about. Man, I'm like, yo, this is the life. This is the fucking life. So this live is just for encouragement, to let y'all know, man, you're going to struggle, you're going to be frustrated. It's the beginning. It's the beginning. You're going to be frustrated. You're going to be frustrated. But when you keep at it, man, those frustrations are going to turn into gains. You're going to be able to tell people, yo, I used to be frustrated on 15 U.S.C. 1601. I used to be frustrated on reading the Bill of Exchange Act. Now when I read it, man, it's like it's like when you put your credit lenses on, it's like everything, when you read law, I know for me, I can't speak for everybody, I know when I read law, it's like the words form into exactly how my mind needs them to form for me to understand it. It's like my mind's like a computer. It's like when I read law, I'll read a sentence twice, but it's like that second time I read it, it's like it forms into a way of a layman's term form in my mind. I can't even explain it. I can speak it. That's why I'm able to make examples and shit. But that just comes from like just studying, just actually believing it and believing in this and knowing that this is real and living it. So it's like, y'all, just stay at it, y'all. You're going to be frustrated. It's going to be long ass nights. You're not going to get it. It's going to be days you're not going to feel like studying. You know what I'm saying? You still gotta stay at it, because the worst thing you can do is quit. The worst thing you do with consumer law is quit and try to pick it back up 6 months from now. Now you got to start all over, because it's not like you gain more understanding. So now you got to start all over, try to retain that beginning understanding you had, a little bit of beginning understanding you had. You got to go gain that all over again. So don't ever quit. Like whatever you do, no matter if the process not working, you're learning. That's the purpose of it. These aren't losses. These are lessons. You're learning what you need to do. You're learning what's sufficient enough, what's not sufficient enough. You gotta learn as you go. That's the only way you're gonna grow. You can't just be doing something for immediate remedy, then say, fuck it. It ain't for me. Like, come on, man. What did you do all this for? What was you studying all them nights for? You just stopped? You just quit? You just going back to regular life? You just giving up? Come on now. Come on now. Everybody struggles. Everybody's frustrated. I'm sure there's not one person that dove in this and just got it all. You know what I'm saying? Seen the shit one time, sit they shit in, got it, start getting remedied. I highly doubt there is one person out here that did that. They had to study, they had to understand what they had to learn, be as it they learned on their own, or if their family was already operating that way and they just kind of was born into it. So you could definitely be born into the information. That's why I try to get on this platform and try to show folks that you be the one, you started. You know what I'm saying? Because when you start, you can go ahead and start that way of thinking. So when your kids grow up, they already have the information. They don't have to go seek it for themselves. So you go through the frustration for your family. You know what I'm saying? I'm going through the frustration, been through the frustration for my family. Now I'm just waiting for the family member that is chosen for the step forward. Because I'm not going and finding family members. Hey, man, nah, y'all follow me. Y'all follow me, so it's like y'all know what's going on, and y'all definitely got my number. So it's like that's how I look at it. But y'all keep studying. Y'all keep studying. 3 things you definitely need to study is the endorsed bill process. You definitely need to study your civil procedures in court, because that's the all be all. And you need to learn the application process. You can't get denied if you know the application process. There are acts in place for us to read so we can understand how consumer reports are supposed to be ran. Consumer reports are not supposed to show a score. Consumer reports is not supposed to show payment history. You know, well, I just posted in my story, so go check that out. That does not contain a consumer report. Because if you see those numbers, that is not a consumer report that you see. That's a fictitious credit report from a fake-ass credit bureau. That's what that is. You know what I'm saying? I also put, for people that's in Florida, like I say, I just moved to Florida, so I got to learn all the civil procedures and shit. It's different from South Carolina. So, you know what I'm saying? Early mornings, I'm up studying these civil procedures, because I'm trying to be cold with it. You know what I'm saying? It's an act for everything, facts. So, as I'm looking it up, it says you supposed to write a secret trading. I don't know if y'all seen that. I posted that on my story too. Secret trading. You supposed to write secret trading on all your documents that you submit to any financial institution. That way, they don't go to no credit agencies to validate if you can get this credit or not. You see what I'm saying? When we don't put certain things on our documentations, we kind of leaving that documentation open. You know what I'm saying? Leaving them room to basically gear it to however they want it to be geared. They'll make it so we're the loaners. You see what I'm saying? Because we're not putting certain expressions on these applications. We just filling out an application and giving it to them. It's like if we're giving them a blank check. And if we don't put no words like secret trading or top secret trading, as you can see when I posted up, they literally told you how to damn do it, how you should label it, who you should write to, in that order, family. It's an act for everything. It's a negotiable instrument act. It's a goddamn bill of exchange act. There's a Truth in Lending Act, Fair Debt Collection Practice Act, Fair Credit Reporting Act, Fair Debt Collection Practice Act. I think I said that. Emergency Banking Act. You have Sesta K. Vi Act. got promissory note act. Oh, it's so many acts, y'all. And I like to say these acts are here so we can act right. When you start to act right, you start to use your rights. Because if you ain't using your rights, you're not living right. You know what I'm saying? So, and if you ain't acting right, you acting out of compliance, meaning you paying bills, meaning you're working, meaning you're stressing about a bill. The stress isn't real. You know what I'm saying? It's a fictitious emotion that we have. You know what I'm saying? Stress ain't damn real. Because your stress is somebody else's, that ain't nothing. You know what I'm saying? You may be what you stressing over, somebody else is looking at it like, you stressing over that? But to you, you might say, well, we're all not all the same. What stress you may not stress me. Man, you stressing over money. That is nothing to stress about. You know, when the acts and the reads is right in front of you and tell you how to pay the bill, it don't never say pay with Federal Reserve notes. Never. So why are you at work trying to make Federal Reserve notes to pay a bill? So, civil procedures, y'all, definitely. Civil procedures, learn how to endorse the bill. Yeah, really, that's the straight, most forwardest way. You want the most efficient way. Learn your civil procedures. Why you learning that? Learn to how to endorse the bill. Because as long as you endorse the bill, it don't matter if they accept it or not. You know what I'm saying? They got 2 times to not accept it. You know what I'm saying? That second time they don't accept it, start your litigation. Again, that's from civil procedures. I put that in my last live. You gotta learn your county civil procedures. Every single county has its own civil procedures. You gotta know how the system is ran so you can win every case. Said interest act. Facts, it's definitely an interest act. Facts. That is available. Readily available. That shit is free to the public. Everything I be talking about is free to the public. Make sure y'all studying. Make sure you reading. It's a lot of folks that is like reading and they telling me shit that I never even heard. Like, oh snap, because I don't know everything. You know what I'm saying? So some people send me something like, damn, I didn't know that. They like, yeah, I just read this. This is where you send all your bills to the U.S. Treasury Department. I'm like, okay. Now I don't teach to send the bills to the U.S. Treasury Department, but that is a process that you have to learn. You can't just send your shit. You feel me? It is a process that you can learn. Having that relationship directly with the U.S. Treasury. But you just got to have your documents payable to the correct corporation. Rich rising. Yep. Yeah, so go ahead and make a blueprint, y'all. Go ahead and make y'all, I don't want to call it a dream book or dream notebook, but make it create an affirmation book. Like, go ahead and write down where you want to live. Go ahead and write down the car you want. Right? You got to go ahead and write that shit down and go ahead and get it in your mind. You know what I'm saying? Don't take nothing less than that. Like, it's a lot of people settling. You know what I'm saying? Settling, well, I'll just take this. Nah, man, get what you want. Or at least shoot for what you want. And if you miss, you still up in that bracket. You see what I'm saying? So go ahead and find the place you want to live. Go ahead and find the state you want to live in. Understand the codes. Understand the laws that are valid in that jurisdiction, which all laws are. But go ahead and find out the blueprint where you about to go. Go ahead and make the plan, game plan. You don't want to just be doing this shit with no real guidance. Just, I'm just out here studying. Just trying to make sense of it all. Nah, you're not gonna get nowhere doing it like that. You gotta have direction. You know what I'm saying? Find the process and stick with it. Stop trying to do like 6 different processes. That shit just gonna confuse you. And now you gotta learn 6 different ways of doing something. And you could have just learned one and just stuck to it and started getting out your bills. It's all the same shit, just a different way. But a lot of people get stuck because they listen to people and they just don't read. Or they say, hey, well, I heard we're supposed to do this. Or who the fuck said that? All this I heard shit. Keep listening to somebody that's fucking paying bills. You know what I'm saying? So, y'all get the hell out them groups, y'all. Get out of those groups. If you've been in a group longer than 30 days, 45 days, 90 days, and you ain't got no remedy, that's probably because you're not studying on your own. I'm not even blaming the group. I'm blaming you. You know what I'm saying? Because why are you doing something that's really supposed to be for individual? This is individual economics. This isn't group economics. Everybody trying to get in groups and trying to learn this all together instead of just going to your own homes and location, locking yourself in a room and reading by yourself. You know why people like groups? It's because people don't like to do independent reading. You know what I'm saying? You know why people only go to church on Sundays? It's because people don't like being righteous, whatever you call it, you know what I'm saying, sanctified throughout the week. You know what I'm saying? They don't need that one day so they can get around people and look like it's real. Same thing with them groups. There's so many people in them groups that don't do no studying. They just look at shit when they get to the study group. First thing they say, all right, y'all, has anybody got any remedy? What are we putting for our 1099A? That's literally what's going on in these groups. Okay, so what are we putting for the 56 again? Hey guys, what are we putting for the 1040V? Where are we sitting it at again? Asking all these dumbass questions. The damn answer is in the fucking instructions. What are we putting in this box? That used to be me. That definitely used to be me. Hey y'all, what we sending this? Hey y'all, what we putting this? Getting confused as a motherfucker. Listening to all these other people paying fucking bills. I'm getting mad just thinking about it. Not mad at them, mad at myself. Mad at my damn self. I'm like, yo, I'm not no fucking follower. What the hell am I following even? What the fuck? I had to get right. I said, man, let me go fucking read. What the hell? I was just being lazy. That's what it was. That's why I don't have no sympathy for people that's being lazy. Because I used to do the same thing. I see myself. And I would love to have had somebody like myself to say, hey, bro, you lazy, bro. Go study, bro. You keep trying to get this and that, nigga. Go fucking study, bro. I probably would have got mad if myself would have told me that. But it would have been what I needed. Don't tell me what I want to hear. Tell me what I need to hear. You know what I'm saying? If I ask, like when somebody asks, hey, man, what do we put in box A? I'm not going to tell you what you want to hear. I'm going to tell you what you need to hear. I'm going to say, well, you tell me, what does box A say? It says lender. Well, what is a lender? I'm not sure. Well, put that document down. Put that document down. You don't even know what a lender is. Please put that document down. If you don't know something in the box or you having issues, put that document down and go study. That's really what it is. You know what I'm saying? Just to save you time. Do you want to do it the right way or the wrong way, the long way? You know what I'm saying? Because when you do this wrong, you don't have to keep going back doing shit. Oh, I got to change this. Oh, I got to change it. Oh, snap. I forgot to put this. Oh, snap. I got to change this. Now 3 months done went by. Your corporation done sued your ass already. And you over here regurgitating, well, I done sent them this. They done sued me. It's because you doing a whole bunch of nothing. You doing a whole bunch of hearsay while they doing facts. You trying to fight hearsay with facts. You're going to lose every time. You're going to lose every time. You got to fight facts with facts. You got to fight facts with facts. The facts remains. You tried to exercise your rights through the remittance or try to endorse the bill twice and they didn't accept it. That is fucking discrimination. That is discrimination. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. A lot of folks getting folks locked up. That's why I tell folks when I first started teaching this shit, I was like, yo, if you do this wrong, your ass will be locked up. You know what I'm saying? I actually made sure I implemented that because I want people to know this ain't no, you know what I'm saying? Let me get the sauce, bro. I bought your class last week. I just got finished with it. I'm sending my stuff off tomorrow. You know how many people tell me that? And I just be like, man, be careful, man. That's all I can really say. Be careful. They be like, I just bought your course. I'm so ecstatic. I learned so much. They only seen the course one time. How do you mean? You probably wowed. You caught the wow factor. You haven't really learned anything yet. It's different between wowed and start learning. You got to get wowed first. Yeah, you watched it one time. You were wowed. What made you think you can go out here and start doing, but you still got to learn it. It's a process. You got to learn what's going on. But yeah, get out them groups, y'all. Y'all gonna be saying the same thing for weeks. Just ask somebody in the group, has anybody got any remedy? Watch the closest person that got to it gonna say, well, I sent this off. I'm just waiting back to see. I'm just waiting back to see it. Everybody waiting back to see something, ain't it? We all in this motherfucker waiting, ain't it? Nobody got nothing? You know what I'm saying? Hey, Fred, you ain't got nothing, Fred? Fred, you said you sent something off 6 months ago, Fred. What's going on, Fred? What's next? Here go Fred. I'm gonna go ahead and just try. I'm gonna go ahead and not do that. I'm gonna try this new process. I heard a guy say this. I can do that, and I should be okay. So I'm gonna try that now. Now Fred trying to learn a whole new process instead of completing the one he already started because he got told no. Now Fred doing a whole nother thing, and since Fred been in the group the longest, everybody following Fred. You know what I'm saying? Fred still paying bills. Fred sitting in the fucking dark. You know what I'm saying? Fred don't never have no damn video of him talking. Fred always only talk with the picture on. He don't never have no kind of video. Y'all can see where I'm at. You know what I'm saying? Fred don't never have no video. He don't want you to see that background looking crusty. You know what I'm saying? He don't want you to see that shit. He don't want you to see the cracks in the walls and the roaches that may run behind his head and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Most informed people ever be broke as shit. And I had to tell myself, goddamn, I gotta get the fuck out of these goddamn groups. Following all these motherfuckers that looking like they can't buy a damn ham sandwich. Like straight up. Had to get the fuck out of them damn groups. I had to take what I could. I got some information, so I ain't gonna act like I ain't getting no information out of it. I definitely did. So I took what I could and I just started reading. And that's, you know what I'm saying, that's what allowed me to catapult. You know what I'm saying? And I felt myself catapulting. I felt myself excelling. I was like, damn. And I look back at them groups, they still in them groups. They still on part 1. Guys, what do we put in the lender box again? Like, damn. We was asking that question last year. Like, yeah, we still the opposite. I'm glad I got up out of there. Yeah, I would allow that group to hold me back. So there's 2 types of groups, right? 2 types of groups that you need to stay away from. You need to stay away from the groups that are still learning, right? And you need to stay away from the groups that take classes, right? And then they talk shit about the classes because they didn't do whatever or whatever. Don't ever join people that make groups that speaks about prior classes. Like, you mean to tell me y'all debtors got together to speak about something that you didn't understand? So those 2 types of groups. And there's a beginner group. You see what I'm saying? There's a beginner. Don't join no beginner groups. Don't join no group unless the instructor or the lead group has some type of form of remedy or can walk you down the remedy. You see what I'm saying? And walking you down is not to just telling you, hey, do this, and I'm out there. You got to be able to explain why you send this document. What is the reason for this document? This is why you're doing this. You know what I'm saying? Because if you're not, man, you're just going to be following them groups. It's like Bible study, man. They ain't really making no progression in the Bible. They still ain't got past Genesis. You know what I'm saying? Like, we've been in Bible study for 60 years. We ain't read the whole fucking Bible yet. Every single Bible study, we going over John 3:16. Goddamn. Is that the only verse we know? Every single athlete writes John 3:16 on it. I'm like, damn, motherfucker, is that the only verse you know? So God so loved the world. Damn. Is that the only verse we know? It's a reason why Bible study members haven't read the whole Bible. It's because they don't read on their own. They wait for Bible study. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I'm going to wait for Pastor to go over that next Sunday. Pastor said he going to go over chapter 5. You know what I'm saying? So I know it's 6 days in between now and next Sunday, but I'm going to just wait till Sunday. So I'm going to do whatever it is I want to do for 6 days. Not read Nathan. Wait for Sunday to come and let Pastor blow my mind on this same book that I got. I'm going to wait for Pastor to read it to me and say, oh, amen. This is the man of God. He is telling me things that's touching my spirit. The same shit you could have locked your ass in your motherfucking house and read your damn self. But you needed somebody to say it for you. Why? Because we lack the ability to self-motivate. We lack the ability to find things on our own. We feel like we need help. We feel like we need help. Hey, I need a trainer. Knowing damn well the only time I do right is when I see the trainer. When I go home, I do what the fuck I want to do. And when I see the trainer like, damn, what's going on? Why? Now I'm making complaints. My trainer ain't helping me lose weight. Yeah, he ain't really helped me. You know what I'm saying? I be here working. He ain't really helped. I still got this gut. Even though I still like milkshakes. Even though I still eat fast food all the time. They said all I got to do is work out. No self-accountability. People just want to be saved. That's why I say, man, you got to let folks fucking drown. I'll watch somebody drown. Just smoke my blunt. Say, look at his ass. Asking for help when he can just help his goddamn self. Pathetic. I gotta put that in a movie. That's gonna be a movie scene. That's gonna be a movie scene for real. Me smoking my blunt, looking at somebody drown. Whole time they hold life power right beside him, like he don't even want to look to the left. I'm gonna let his ass drown. Fuck him. There's gonna be people trying to save him. Nah, don't save his ass. That's what he wants you to do. All he gotta do is stand the fuck up. He's 6 feet tall. The motherfucking water is only 3 feet tall. Until his ass stand up, let his ass drown. His goofy ass thing, he drowning in 3 feet water. He's 6 feet tall. Don't save his ass. Let his ass drown. He think he broke? Let him be broke. Yeah, I think that's how we need to start having shit. For real. I know that's how I'ma run shit. No sympathy over here. You know what I'm saying? Because nobody gonna show me sympathy, right? If my lights is out, I couldn't go to nobody and say, hey man, I need an emergency. I need an emergency book on 101. I don't got the money. Can I just pay you after I get the settlement claim? What? Real life. And I'm not here to talk down on people that's in my inbox saying that, okay? I'm not here to talk down about you. Granted, my condolences for your emergency. But a lot of times when we have emergency, we don't think logical. You know what I'm saying? We don't think logical when we have emergencies. We get into emergency mode. Like, I need this, and you can help me. You can free me right now, and you're choosing not to. I'm on the other end smoking the blunt like, well, brother, I really don't give a damn, to be honest with you. You can go study this and go study this. I mean, I don't know what you want me to... I don't know if you want me to have some type of urgency about this matter. I don't really have any urgency about this. I've been with no lights before. You'll live. You ain't gonna die. You will be fine. You know what I'm saying? You the one that don't want to pay. You the one that don't want to read. So either you want to pay or you want to read. Either you want to pay with your money or you want to pay with your attention. Which one you want to do? You have to pick one of them. You can't just be making long posts saying how hard life is and how hard it is paying bills. You know, people before you have did the same thing. People have died complaining about bills. Right, I don't give anybody, anytime somebody come to my inbox feeling entitled, I go into non-business profession mode. I instantly go into street mode. I'm like, who the fuck are you? I'm like, like, what? Like, I don't give a damn about that. Like, what? You'll be fine. You ain't gonna die. Did they send you death threats? If they send you death threats, call 911. Okay, that's the only real emergency that's out there. If you're getting threatened or somebody they might physically harm you, call 911. But if you saying your emergencies, your lights about to get cut off, you know how many people don't got lights? You better go buy some candles. You better go to a Dollar Tree and get you 10 candles for $10.50 and light them bitches up. Had a candle in front of the acts that you supposed to be reading. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't want to pay, you're gonna have to get you some candles, and you're gonna have to motherfucking use that candle as a motherfucking lighter as you reading these acts, because that's gonna get you your lights back on. Because that's the only thing that's gonna get your goddamn lights back on. Not coming to somebody in the inbox and telling them, you need to help me, I don't got the funds, can you just help me, man? I'm your people. Like, you're not my people. My people don't beg. You know what I'm saying? I got free information all up and down my damn live. You literally are saying, I don't want to read that shit. Can you help me? Get the hell on. Again, my condolences to you, brother and sister. My condolences to you. I hope you figure it out. Alright, but if you don't want to pay them folks, you know what I'm saying, and you don't want to read, go buy some candles. Go buy you some candles. Now you can read in peace. Now you ain't got to worry about stressing getting something back on. Now you can read in peace. When the daylight come, go outside and read. You don't need electricity. You know what I'm saying? Now if you got kids, yeah, you know what I'm saying? But if you ain't got no kids, go ahead and get some candles. Go ahead and get you some candles. During the daytime, go outside and study. Now, I don't advise you to do that. I advise you just pay them people that money and give yourself another 30 days to learn this. Go ahead and pay that. You don't want to be sitting in lights. Don't be having the money and just saying, I'm not paying. Because the law said, well, the law also says you have to be competent in knowing how to do other ways. You can't say I'm not going to do something and not know how to do the other way. You basically locking yourself up. You locking yourself up. Yeah, definitely. You gotta stock up on them candles. You better go damn lock your car to the damn wall somehow. Cause they coming to take that shit. This is straight up. They coming to take them cars. Like I said, if you start this process, you don't know what's going on. You playing with them folks like they don't know what's going on. You can fake it till you make it all you want to until you get to them. You know what I'm saying? They ain't faking nothing. It ain't fake. What, waking up, going outside and that car gone. That ain't fake. It ain't fake waking up and them lights off. You go to cut the light on because you can't see. You trying to do that morning piss. You know what I'm saying? Your eyes closed. You trying to hit the light real quick. And you smashing light. What the fuck? Yeah, wrong my light. You go in the other room, light don't come on. What the hell? Whole time they done shut your damn lights off. Because they testing you. They trying to see if you know how to go take it to litigation. They trying to test you and see if you just one of these people that's in these groups that's sending shit in. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all better ask these people that's calling y'all saying, hey, we don't accept this. Ask them, hey, are you guys getting this sent? Are you guys getting the same response like Patient Barrett? And they'll tell y'all, yes, we are. It's a lot of people that are doing this now, and this is not correct. And a lot of times, it's not correct if you're not doing it all the way properly. Hell yeah, it happened to me. Hell yeah, it happened to me. Everything I speak about happened to me. Now, I never got nothing repoed due to consumer law. Nah, all my shit happened when I didn't know consumer law. When I didn't have the money to get the lights on. When I didn't have money to pay, quote unquote, to keep the car. You know what I'm saying? But when I learned consumer law, I'm not losing anything. You know what I'm saying? But as far as me sending things off and they saying we're not accepting this. Hell yeah, they tell me that. You think they give a fuck I teach consumer law? They don't give a damn about that. They gonna be like, well, prove it then, nigga. You say you teach it, prove it. And prove it is what I can do. And I'm gonna do that every time. You see what I'm saying? I'm hip for the task. Challenge me, please. Challenge me. I am a competitor. But yeah, you got to know how to rebut everything. Every single notice they send you, you must rebut. You must say something, because if you don't say something, they're gonna assume that you agree with what they said, and they're gonna get a court order on that matter. So yeah, y'all definitely get the fuck out them groups, y'all. Go read. I know it's tedious. I know it's hard. I know you don't believe in yourself. I know you don't value yourself, but you can do it. I value you. I value you so much that I'm telling you to get out of groups. I value you so much that I'm saying you can do this on your own. You can do wrong on your own. You don't need 100 wrong people telling you wrong shit. You know what I'm saying? You can do wrong all on your own. So go be wrong on your own. Because when you're wrong on your own, you'll start to see things from your own perspective. Like, okay, I know what I did. I sent that in. Okay, I'm reading that where it said I wasn't even supposed to do that. Okay, I'm reading that where it says I'm supposed to send that here, not there. Oh, damn. Why didn't the group tell me this? Oh, well, that's because the group is not reading. The group is going off Fred. And Fred is on his 7th damn process. Fred ain't been successful in no process. But the whole group is following Fred. Make that shit make sense. Make that shit make sense. Make it make sense until it do. It's the freeway, not the highway. Freeway, not the highway. I had to get the fuck out the groups. I had to get the fuck out the groups. Had to get the fuck out them groups. It's the only way you really gonna progress. Not saying, like saying the groups is cool or not, but if you're not standing for your own, it's a wrap. Might as well hang it up. I challenge you to go to your groups today and ask your group, has anybody in this group has gotten remedy? And the one that has got remedy needs to be the one that leads the group. Okay? Stop being scared to challenge people. If they kick you out the group, so be it. I done been kicked out of so many groups. If they kick you out the group, so be it. Just ask them, hey, has anybody in this group got remedy? Now I know remedy is real. I know, guys, we know this code says this code says that. I know this code says this. I grant it. I know that, guys. But has anybody been successful with using these codes? Okay. Because that's gonna hold people more accountable. That's gonna make people kind of open their eyes like, damn, what are we doing? Because we're really not reading. You know what I'm saying? I challenge y'all to read. We're really not reading. So I challenge y'all, go to the group, and if nobody says they got any remedy, ask them, okay, who's been the longest in this group? Even though you can't put time on remedy, it's been there for 6 months, no remedy, be like, okay, what are you stuck with? What seems to be the problem? And if they keep saying hearsay shit, like, well, I keep hearing different things. If nobody's telling you what they're reading, get the fuck out of that group. All groups are not good. You know what I'm saying? Just because y'all talk about some good shit don't mean y'all gonna progress. Y'all know how many people hit me up, ask me to go in on property with them? Like, and I tell everybody no. Now, granted, may be some good people, but I know everybody ain't good. And everybody don't have the same mindset. Everybody want to see somebody got something going and want, hey, brother, can you be a part of this? No, I don't want to be a part of that. No, I don't. I want to be a part of a group that's strictly starting their ideas on the overstanding of consumer law. I don't want to be in no group okay, that's not trying to learn consumer law. I don't want to be in no group, okay, talking about real estate, talking about crypto. If you ain't endorsing bills in your regular life, you know what I'm saying? Cause your emergencies ain't gonna be my emergency. You gonna be real fast on making business decisions because you need to make the next deal to pay your bills. And I'm not gonna be so fast on making that deal because I'm not paying bills the same way you pay bills. So it's like we're gonna be in two totally different kinds, like two totally different times. I mean, you may say, yo, we need to get this money right quick, bro. It's a good play right here. This is a big bag for us. We need to go. I'm gonna be like, nah. You know, let's look over it some more. Let's see how we can maximize it. So, if you're not endorsing bills, if that's not your main priority, please, with all respect, stop asking me for business ventures, partnerships. I only want to do business with creditors. Now, you don't even got to be learning it for long. You just got to, like, say, understand what's going on, because somebody that's building a business off of consumer overstanding, it's way bigger than trying to build off of debtors overstanding. You know what I'm saying? We're going to be doing a whole bunch of less shit, less work, more return. So, consumer law is first. Other business ventures is after. Like, some people ask me, hey, what else are you into? Are you into this? I used to be into that. I used to do that until consumer law came and superseded everything that I was trying to learn. I put everything on the back burner. I'm not going to say what it was, because some of those things were beneficial. But once I learned consumer law, it's a no-brainer. No-brainer. Consumer law. And I don't mean if this seems like I be on here rambling, y'all. You know what I'm saying? I really just be speaking from the heart. I don't write nothing down before I hop on this shit. You know what I'm saying? I just make sure my blunt lit, and I make sure that the lighting is right before I hit live. You know what I'm saying? I don't even have no kind of agenda on my mind. As soon as it hit live, I'm like, okay, me, university. You know what I'm saying? I literally just talk about what's in black and white, and I put it in layman's terms. Facts, jacks. Those survival emotions get you caught up. Exactly. That's how people get locked up. That's how people get into bad business deals. Trying to do it forcefully, trying to do it fast. You're in survival mode. I don't want to do business with people that's in survival mode. Okay, consumer law isn't for people that's in survival mode. This isn't fast remedy. If you got court next week, well, it can, but the thing is going like that. That's a tough mountain to climb. You know what I'm saying? If you facing repo, or you facing your lights about to get cut off in a couple of days, go ahead and try to pay it and start learning consumer law. Because learning consumer law is not going to give you immediate remedy. My cheapest class is $450. So, and my cheapest class is 5 hours long. So you have to watch that like 5 times and then study the materials that's in it to really get an understanding what's going on. Because if not, you just watch it one time, which a lot of people are doing. They'll watch it one time, send their shit off, get their accounts closed, and then go join the group, start talking about the course. They say shit like, yeah, man, that process didn't work. I got my account shut down, and now I'm trying this process now. Just be laughing at them like, yo, what are you doing? Like, you was all the way at the door? You mean to tell me you was at the door and you turned around and started something else? Like, I could never understand that shit. I could never understand it. But you gotta understand, everybody won't understand this shit. This isn't for everybody. 95% of people don't know how to take anything to litigation. Means 95% of people pays bills. 4% the 4% that know that you can endorse bills, they know it, but only 1% is actually living it. And how did I come with those numbers? Well, I was listening to a court proceeding, and they was literally from their numbers, they were saying 95% of people don't rebut. So I said, okay, 95% of people don't rebut. That gives 4% of people that do rebut, and that's 1% of people that are successful in their rebuts. Ooh, okay. See how that works? So 95% of people don't know what's going on. You know, I be saying 99.9% of people pay bills with cash, auto bill pay. But 95% of people pay bills with income from their job. 4% of people know you don't have to live that way, right? People know about the laws. These are the people that are informed, but they don't never execute it, because only 1% actually knows, actually enforces, and actually is successful. 1%. So to think only 1% of people that ever sees consumer law is going to actually be successful in it, you got some big shoes to fill. You know what I'm saying? You can't be pussyfooting around trying to copy and shit, man. You trying to go for the 1%. Do you think the shit you're doing is on the 1% level? Or do you think everybody is doing what you're doing? I'll ask again. Do you think the way you're studying is on a 1% level? Are you studying like a 1%er? Or are you studying like a 95%er? Are you just looking at some shit ready to extend it in? You trying to get quick remedy. You don't know how to rebut. You 95%. Are you that person that kind of know how to rebut, but you still don't know? You that 4%. Have you been successful? You the 1%. I've been successful. I'm the 1%, and that's fuck being humble. You know what I'm saying? I'm proud to say that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, to say I'm in the 1% category, and I'm trying to assist people to get to that 1%. Because a lot of y'all in the 4%. A lot of y'all know what y'all know. Like, a lot of y'all are more informed than what you think. But you feel like you got to keep taking all this extra stuff to start enforcing what you already know, and that's not the case. This shit is simple. This shit is simple. You just got to apply what you already know. Be that 1%. That 1% can walk in a courtroom and say, I object to all of these claims, and get that shit thrown out. Only the 1% can do that. Only 1%. So shit, what you shooting for? You want to be like the majority or the I don't want to say minority, but y'all know what I mean. You want to be like the more or the less. Gotta remember, less means more. More means less. The more people that does something, the less successful it's gonna be. You see what I'm saying? If 95% of people is doing something wrong and you come and do the same shit to another 95%, what makes you think your shit gonna go through? They're assuming that you're the 95%. They're gonna assume that every time. So that's what it is, y'all. Just words of encouragement. I'm gonna try to have these every other day at least. Stay looking at your civil procedures. This shit is easy as hell, y'all. You might got an at-home job, but I promise you your job ain't easier than learning your rights. I promise your job ain't more fun than learning your rights. And I promise your job ain't more beneficial than learning your rights. I promise you. Even the business you got going on, I promise you it's not more beneficial than learning your rights. So, yeah, I'm gonna definitely save this live poster for y'all. Go back and watch it. But yeah, in the meantime, y'all make sure y'all tapping in any course for pricings. My consultation price is for 30 minutes is $200. I don't do nothing less than 30 minutes. I don't do 5-minute consultation. You can't learn anything in 5 minutes. I don't do 10 minutes. I don't do 15. Okay, you can't learn anything in those amount of times. So the minimum is 30 minutes. It's 200. A full hour is 400. A full course with me, a 4-hour full course, and we can chop it off in 2 days. It's 1,400. 1,400 for a full course. So the same thing I'm speaking in my classes, you can get that individually, private, just me and you, and I break down everything, every document, every act that I go over. All right, so that's for the full 4 hours. That's 4 hours, 5 hours, but that's $1,400 if you want that. I got a course for beginners that's $450, 5 hours long. I have a course for more of the advanced that's $800. That's more for the more advanced. So it's 4 different levels. Like, anybody can learn this shit. You know what I'm saying? It's like, but you go and invest. Like, I don't have anything free. You know what I'm saying? I've been doing this for a year and a half now. I don't have anything free anymore. You know what I'm saying? I don't do free consultation. I don't do the 5-minute freeze. I don't, you know what I'm saying? I don't really do that. Now, granted, more power for those that do. You know what I'm saying? I just know what I provide in my one-on-ones. For anybody that's on here that took a one-on-one, man, you can enlighten them if you want to. Let them know if you got less than what you was there for, or you got more. I know I give more, and I always go over the time. You see what I'm saying? So that's why I don't do free consultations. I don't do 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 30 minutes minimum. So $200 minimum to book a one-on-one with me. I don't look over documents. So for y'all that's saying, hey, can you look over my documents real fast? No, because that's time consuming. You can book a one-on-one. I can spend 30 minutes looking over all your documents, make sure it's right, for $200. Okay, so, and that price will be going up in the near future because my time is getting smaller and smaller and smaller. I be having to force consultations. Now, like, damn, let me get you here. Damn, let me get you here. Let me get you here. You know what I'm saying? So my time is very valuable. So is this information. But either you're going to pay the price or you're going to pay with your attention. Your attention is free. These acts is free. You just look at my page and go from the bottom to the top. Look up the acts. Look up all the lives I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? Look up all the lives I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? That's plenty of information. It's hours upon hours on this on my Instagram page speaking about the consumer law. Ain't no damn excuse. Okay, so I wish I could put no sob stories here on my profile picture, because no more sob stories, people. Start from the bottom, go to the top. All right, your remedy, your savior is yourself. All right, I am not your savior. What did Kendrick Lamar say in his new album? Future showed you niggas how to count money, but he is not your savior. LeBron showed you how to dunk, but he is not your savior. Steph Curry showed you niggas how to shoot. He is not your savior. Mansa told you guys and gals about consumer law. He is not your savior. He is not your savior at all. Okay? I am just your training wheels. I am just the doorman. I can get you to the door. As soon as we get there, I turn around and get the hell up out of there. Because I can't be there right beside you. If they see me there right beside you, they ain't gonna let you in. They gonna be like, you ain't with him. This the VIP section. You know what I'm saying? You can't buy your way in this. You gotta know your way in. Straight up. Y'all trying to buy classes over and over. Think you can buy you can't, just like you can't buy swag. You know what I'm saying? You can't buy, when you lame, you already lame. You can't buy unlame. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't buy that. Like, you can't buy this. And I hope for those that are buying my time, understand you're not buying the information. You're buying my time. Are you buying my time? And for the ones that's asking, okay, if you don't pay bills, why are you charging? Again, if y'all need to hear it again, I use money to buy weed, okay? Because I can't use consumer credit transactions to buy marijuana. So I use the money that I get from my time to blow my trees. All right? So if you want to know where your money going, that's where your money's going. If you don't want your money to go inside of my backwoods, you can go pay attention for free. Read the acts. It's free. But if you don't, your money is going to my blunt. And I'm going to give you what you want. Don't act like, I'm not giving him, I'm not providing his motherfucking weed habits. Yes, you are. Because if you want my time, that's what you got to do. You know what I'm saying? Because you can't bring me weed. That's illegal. You know what I'm saying? So I need that fair.
Okay, I need you that fair, and I'm gonna be the realest one with you. I'm gonna be the realest one with you forever. I always tell you where your money going. You know, I show you where the money going. Where else is gonna go? It don't go on bills. What the hell? I'm gonna bury it? What the hell? I'm supposed to ask for cheeseburgers? Dude said, well, can you take a 1099? I said, well, do you know how to fill a 1099 out? He said, no. I said, so I gotta teach you how to fill a 1099 and accept that 10. What? So you gonna pay me in a 1099 and you gonna for teach you how to fill a 1099 out, and you're gonna pay me in a 1099 for doing the process for you? I had to look left and right. Is this dude serious? You paying to get knowledge, exactly. So that's what it is, y'all. The price is going up. You know what I'm saying? And I look at it as an even trade. Somebody paid me this, and I go to show them how to get out their bills. What? Let me ask y'all a question before I go. How much y'all think celebrities and millionaires are paying their accountants? You think they're paying them $450 for 5 hours of service? Really think about that. Let that, what Country Wayne say, let that sizzle in your spirit a little bit. Let that sizzle in your spirit. You think Beyonce paying her accountant $450 to show her how to endorse bills? You think goddamn the your idol is paying $450 to have their accountants handle their millions? Now, what if I was to get on this post or IG and be like, yo, my new price is $10,000 an hour, and I say that shit with a straight face? You know how many people say, are you crazy? $10,000? You should be giving this information. This is helping people. Well, people don't want to help themselves, so why am I helping people that don't want to help themselves? I need to help myself. Okay, I need to help myself to be able to help people. Okay, I need to help myself. If I'm not helping myself and I'm just helping people, I'm going to be drained. Imagine somebody doing all this work for free. They're not getting nothing in return. And people like to say, well, there's moral gains. Like, fuck moral gains. Goddamn. Moral gains ain't never did nothing. Hey, it'd be people that don't want to pay the price. It'd be the people that don't want to pay the price that be like, you should, it's morally right. It's morally right. Name me somebody that overstand value, that says we should look at things morally. That's why we're having issues in business, because we think morals should be into business, which technically it should, but it's not law. It's not law. All you gotta do is go by the book, and that's all that matters. I don't gotta like you. You know what I'm saying? I don't gotta like you at all. You coming to get something, I'm gonna give you something. That's business. I don't gotta like you a can of paint. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, if you're gonna tell somebody to give information free, I hope you're living for free. I hope you're telling every corporation you go and do business with, hey man, this should be free. We all need gas, so this gas should be free. Hey, grocery store, we all need to eat, so I think all these groceries need to be free. Hey, weed man, we all need weed. Weed is peaceful. I think weed should be free. I think you should sell this for free. And I be like, who the fuck these people think they are? And they be saying shit with the straightest face, y'all. With the straightest. They be so serious. This is free information. Why are you charging? Because you don't know it. That's why. Why are you charging this? Because you don't know it. With the swiftness. Because you don't know it. Why are you charging so much? Because you don't know so much.